Hello everyone, welcome back to Avalokon IAS. Today we are unpacking a pivotal moment in the Asian geopolitics. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to China for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit and what it reveals about the present and future of India-China relations. The world economy has been rattled by sudden trade friction with the United States. Washington's decision to raise tariffs on Indian exports to unprecedented levels created immediate pressure and a wider strategic dilemma for New Delhi. At the same time, India has been navigating a complex neighborhood, from border tensions with China to deeper ties with Russia and partnerships across Asia. Against this backdrop, PM Modi's trip to China is no routine stop. It is a carefully choreographed act of statecraft designed to stabilize relations with India's largest neighbor while protecting India's autonomy and economic interests. This summer, the US imposed a steep reciprocal tariffs on Indian goods, in some cases up to 50%, a level that threatens millions of export jobs. Analysts warned it could shave off growth and hit labor intensive industries hard. Faced with this shock, India had three choices: submit to the US demands, absorb the economic pain, or double down on strategic autonomy by diversifying partnerships. New Delhi chose resilience and recalibration, and that choice shaped the SCO visit. On paper, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization is about security and connectivity. In practice, it's a stage for balancing great powers. For India, it offers a platform to engage China and Russia together, present its vision, and prevent disputes from spiraling. Modi's presence had three goals: stabilize ties with China after years of standoff, mitigate economic vulnerabilities, and reassert India's independent foreign policy. Reports confirm Modi and Xi Jinping exchanged courtesies, agreed to keep communication open, and spoke of improving ties. The border remains the biggest risk in India China relations. Since 2020 Galwan clashes, both armies have been locked in tense deployments. While some disengagement has occurred, trust remains fragile. For India, outreach to Beijing must go hand in hand with military preparedness and stronger Himalayan infrastructure. Diplomacy without deterrence is hollow. Deterrence without diplomacy is isolating. India is attempting both. India continues buying Russian crude despite US objections to stabilize fuel prices, protect manufacturing competitiveness, and safeguard domestic interests. That pragmatic choice triggered friction with partners but shielded the economy. Head of the SCO, New Delhi rolled out export support packages, tax breaks, and accelerated market diversification toward the Gulf, Africa, and Europe. The message was clear: India will not decouple from global markets, but it will reduce over dependence. India and the US remain close partners, but the tariff shock exposed fault lines. By engaging China at the SCO, Modi sent a quiet reminder: India's policy is multi aligned, not unipolar. This isn't a rejection of Washington, but a signal that coercion won't corner India. The Modi Xi meeting was cordial. Both spoke of stability, exchanged symbolic gestures, and highlighted the dragon and elephant must work together. Symbolism matters because it opens space for practical outcomes like restoring direct flights, pilgrim routes, and trade facilitation. To prevent border incidents, these incremental steps lower risks even if deeper disputes remain unresolved. Skeptics warn that symbolism alone won't secure India's interests, but New Delhi's narrative has stressed reciprocity and phased progress, not sweeping concessions. The visit buys time and cools tensions, it does not erase structural competition. The SCO is also where India balances ties with Russia and China simultaneously. Despite Western discomfort, India maintains strong energy and defense ties with Moscow. This balancing act is the essence of strategic autonomy, making independent choices even if they displease powerful partners. China's regional influence is rising, while India deepens ties with ASEAN and Indo Pacific partners. Limited cooperation with Beijing on trade or climate issues may emerge, but India will remain vigilant. Smaller neighbors see SCO as an economic forum. India must ensure its leadership translates into tangible regional benefits. On the ground, India is investing heavily in high altitude infrastructure, surveillance, and logistics to ensure readiness at the border. At the same time, it seeks clearer patrol protocols and revived confidence building measures to reduce misperceptions. The formula remains deterrence with dialogue. Restoring flights and easing trade frictions will benefit tourism, pilgrim flows, and business ties. But India remains cautious about overexposure to Chinese markets. Policies like Make in India are designed to capture benefits without creating dependencies. However, Washington is watching closely. Some worry about fraying ties, others see India's move as pragmatic. Europe tracks trade flows and regional balance. Russia and Central Asia welcome more robust SCO cooperation. For India, the message is simple. It will not be coerced on vital interests, even as it stays predictable in its development and trajectory. Except follow up talks on trade, aviation, and border protocols, export diversification will continue, and defense modernization remains non negotiable. India will also work to stabilize US ties while using forums like SCO to anchor multipolar cooperation. The India China relationship is neither rivalry alone nor friendship alone. It is an evolving mix of competition, cautious cooperation, and mutual dependency. The SCO visit reflects that complexity. For India, the goal isn't to make China a friend, but to manage competition, reduce conflict risk, and extract limited cooperation, all while preserving strategic autonomy. To summarize, Modi's SCO trip came at a moment of US tariff shocks and regional pressure. New Delhi's strategy was pragmatic: shield the economy, diversify partnerships, maintain deterrence at the border, and keep dialogue alive with Beijing and Moscow. Long term stability will depend on reciprocal steps and careful implementation. Thank you for everyone watching this video. If you found this analysis useful, please like, share, and subscribe to Avlokan IAS. Thank you, everyone.